Now, next one is Androidmanifest.xml file. And here, if you have seen that, this is the manifest.xml file we are talking about. What is this manifest.xml file and what is its use? There is not a whole lot in this right now, but we could put a whole lot. Androidmanifest.xml is basically the most important XML file at its application level, which describes what are the various screens you have created, what are the various kinds of a service component or different kind of a component which you have developed and introduced into this application. So there is a three important thing right now we will care about. One is that it is this application XML file which maintains that what is the package name of this application. And as I said, that this should be unique across the application in your phone. So just make sure that this package name is unique, and this package name is inside the Androidmanifest.xml file. So at the install time, installer will check this, and if there is already an application with the same package name, it will override that one. At the time of creating the project, we did select minimum SDK version as 10, so that is also maintained here. And two important things, one is called icon. This is the icon which it shows in your phone for this application, and this is the label, so name of the application. And inside this application, there will be various components. One of the components is called activity, and activity might have intent and intent filter, and intent filter might have one or more multiple actions. So if you do not understand this part, don't worry about that right now, but just understand that this is a high level way to describe the application. There are also a couple of other things it does it, like let me just give you a quick rundown on this part, that what does Androidmanifest.xml file can have and you could include. Androidmanifest.xml file is you can declare inside this lot of things, like what are the various kinds of a permissions this application needed, like if it needs a permission to use internet to access your SD card. So all of those permissions are declared in this file. If you have defined your own permission, then that can also be declared here. And which version of SDK it uses, that it can be defined in this application. If it requires a particular kind of a screen like 1028 by 768 or particular pixel or which screen it supports, you can put it here. And all of these are used by installer. Used by installer. It ensures that if you have, it is like telling the installer that, hey, my application needs these things. If this phone supports, then it is fine. If not, then please don't install them. The other thing what installer does is that it asks the user that, hey, this application needs these permissions. If you allow, then I will install, otherwise I won't install. So basically these are all used by the installer. In addition to that, Android also declares various kinds of component called activity, provider, receiver, services, some alias, and some users library. So these are the various things which Androidmanifest.xml file is used for. And it is pretty much one of the most important application level XML file. Okay. Now let us go into and see some real life example of manifest XML file. Here it is. So either this one or the one which we have already created, you could have a look. This one. So this is our actual manifest.xml file. Right now we have just one screen. So we have just one activity mentioned inside this. When we will add multiple screen, the list will keep increasing. Okay. Now once this application is done, the next part I would like you to understand is that, so that was about strings.xml. strings.xml. Let me see what else we could cover in uh, in terms of understanding the directory structures. So I think I have covered this part. Layout I will cover in detail, but it is a designing of your screen. I have covered this Androidmanifest.xml file. This is nothing but your Eclipse project file. This is used for optimization, and it is nothing special about Android. It is used for any Java project. And this one I have already explained you. Assets is external file, Android 233 generated is a all of these when get converted into Java, it goes into this one r.java, and this one is the only one which I'm going to discuss now. That is, what is that drawable HDPI, drawable LDPI, drawable MDPI? So basically these directories have been created, and if you see that each of the images, all the images have same name, but they are different images. What was the idea? So basically the idea was that some of the images might look very good on a high density pixel. By the way, drawable HDPI, drawable LDPI and drawable MDPI stands for medium density pixel, low density pixel and high density pixel. So idea was that a particular image might look very good on high density pixel but may not look very good on a medium density pixel. So how to solve this problem? So what they came up with an idea is that why not we create 3 different images which will look good on each of those density of pixel, medium density, high density, low density, and then name them, give the same name to each of those 3 images and put it in 3 different directory called HDPI, LDPI and MDPI, and then create a project. After that, what happens if that application, the final APK, is installed on a phone which is of high density pixel, then Android will automatically pull all the images from drawable-HDPI. But if that application is installed on low density pixel phone, then Android will automatically pull all the images from the directory drawable-LDPI. By doing that, you will always get a nice image irrespective of whether your phone screen is high density, low density or medium density. Okay, make sense? Good. Now after that we have kind of basic structure is very much clear to us. Now let us spend little bit time about, I think I have explained about Androidmanifest.xml file. So